Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. Everything a brilliant shade of red here, even indeed the outer skin of the stadium when its mightiest occupants are intact. Kane! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And here's Dembele. Doué. Oh, it's Fabian Ruiz. It's Ruiz! Kimmich goes looking. What's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot to open the scoring. And he's buried it! 1-0. He was just never going to miss.
Well, the keeper probably felt he could read that, but he's guessed completely wrongly. It's gone to the other side.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, both teams have made a perfect start to the season, which certainly adds to the prospect here. Now it's Kane. And again the keeper stands strong.
Kane can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Too much on it and out of play. Vitinha. Paris Saint-Germain are already ahead. The perfect start.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Nuno Mendes. Hakimi. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Stanisic. Davis. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. Ramos tries lifting it over. Goes for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Stanisic. Tar. Lehmann tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Diaz. Finds himself eased off the ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Mendes plays it forward. Neves. Doué. Doué! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. And we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Tar. Lima. Hoists it forward. Kane battles to win it back. Lobs it in gently. Questions were asked, and he's given the answer. Gonzalo Ramos! Kimmich. Stanisic. Tar. Paris Saint-Germain are in control here on the brink of half-time. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Dembele. Hakimi, hit long and direct. Kim is there, and he can get that clear. Diaz displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Vitinha drives it forward. Diaz. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Olise. Stanisic. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He is going into that little black book. That's too far for anyone. That is going to be the final action of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Paris Saint-Germain leading 1-0 at the break. And the shot! And it's played forward. And it's Kane. Lima. Kimmich. Gets it back. Gonzalo Ramos. Ramos goes up and over. Musiala. Diaz. Could be a chance. Shot at goal! Nuno Mendes. Neves. Paris Saint-Germain just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Mendes looking to get on the end of this. Olise. That'll be a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Olise. Musiala. And here's Kane. And Diaz! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Kimmich. Olise. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and...
Lima! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Neves. Zabani. Zabani. Driving on, he could shoot here. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Doué. Has he picked him out? Tries a shot! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Yeah, Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Paris Saint-Germain grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now.
It's Kane! He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Goretzka! Kimmich goes short. That's great strength on the ball. Kimmich's towering header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Nuno Mendes. Mendes goes looking. Gonzalo Ramos. Ramos spreads it towards the left. Here it is now, surely! Forward it goes. Diaz. Lima. And it's Dembele. Gets away from his opponents. Kimmich. Shoots! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Ball's out on the left now. Oh, it's Dembele. Lee Kang-in. Neves. Kane. Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly. Jackson! It's in! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
Bayern Munich are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith. Lee Kang-in! It's gone a long way up and away. And it's been taken straight back. And it's Dembele. Doué. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's the chance to counter. And that's it. Paris Saint-Germain, winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
Wherever you are on this most pleasant evening, there has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Has a pop! And he's there to clear it. Palmer displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition. And I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Fabian Ruiz. Two of the league's unbeaten sides. Too soon to read much into that, though.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players. Dembele really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Fofana drives it forward. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro goes through the middle. No foul, says the referee. And it's Dembele. Dembele tries to... And the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Cucurella. Still goalless at the moment. Paris Saint-Germain were relieved to hold on for a win last time round, and go again now. Dilap.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Doué. Dembele has a goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Paris Saint-Germain draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Colwill. Lavia. Hoists it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Fofana. Battles to win it back. Palmer. Savani. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz plays it forward. Adrabayo. Caicedo. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Colwill. Adrabayo. Adrabayo plays it towards the front. Just brushed off the ball there. Neves. Fernandez. Dilap. Palmer. Over to the left. Cucurella. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. And it's played forward. Fabian Ruiz. Gets wrestled off the ball. Fernandez. We hit half-time. So there you have it. A close fought half of football. It still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A very decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Paris Saint-Germain leading 1-0 at the break. So we're already into the second period. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Dembele, and the shot! Adebayo is there to heave it away. Fofana. Pedro desperately wants to get on the end of this. Chelsea, whose last result owes so much to the astuteness of their manager.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
Decent looking ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Danger averted for now. Good offside that time. Sanchez gets it upfield. More than happy to take the muscular approach. No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but shapes to shoot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Fernandez. Cucurella. The Blues going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. João Pedro. It's a loose ball. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Breaks on here. He's found his man. Caicedo. Cuts it out. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! He's pulled off a fine save.
Neto sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Well, the clearance is short. Hakimi looks to dink one in. That's beautifully weighted. Fernandez. Lavia does well there, alert. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Doué. Forward it goes. That's put paid to a promising move. He's through. There's no flag. Pedro delivers.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Done very well to intervene. Lavia drives it forward. Neves. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Paris Saint-Germain just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Fernandes. Fabian Ruiz. Neves. It's Dembele. Fernandes. And that will be the final act. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side. Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. We should be up and away in a few moments with our coverage, what I'm sure will be a fascinating game. There is an added sense of drama provided by the elements, actually. The rain has once more decided to appear at this most inopportune of moments, and it is heavy rain. It does not dampen the atmosphere. The turnout here is good, the noise is very good. It remains colourful, but it could be a problem for the players, because the pitch might very quickly turn heavy. We'll see as it all plays out over the next couple of hours here. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, a quick look at the opposition, and results really have not been good for them at all just recently. They haven't won at all in the last three.
No, there's no hiding place, Peter. This is becoming a little too serious, and with the usual sound bites being bandied about, they're beginning to run out of excuses for me. The atmosphere amongst the supporters has turned to one of strain, and I just hope the players can cure that before the pressure becomes unbearable, I suppose.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Paris Saint-Germain have got off to a flyer. 3 wins from 3. Doué. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Dembele! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Paris Saint-Germain are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
Paris Saint-Germain have an early lead. Good start. Paris Saint-Germain are already ahead. The perfect start.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been...
And they've been caught out here. Fabian Ruiz. Real Madrid settled for a point from that gripping game last time out. He's in!
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Just brushed off the ball there. Eder Militao gets into the right position to intercept. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Ramos gets my vote as one of the men of the moment.
Yeah, he's very much a man with a mission. He's getting a run of games, he's scoring goals, and his team is winning games. Listen, it's all rosy in the garden.
Shot at goal! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Mastantuono plays it out to the flank. Mendes demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. And here's Dembele. Eder Militao drives it forward. Tchouaméni plays it forward. Now it's Mbappe, chooses to go back, hoists it forward, finds himself eased off the ball. Dembele, Valverde, now it's Vinicius Junior, cuts it out. Tchouaméni battles to win it back, and it's played forward. Ramos set up one goal so far. Doué. It'll be a throw-in. Gonzalo Ramos. Mbappe. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Eder Militao goes looking. Forward it goes. Come back to the keeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Paris Saint-Germain leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. Paris Saint-Germain carrying a one-goal lead. Neves tries to get it forward quickly. Dembele. Well read, he sorted that out. He could be in here.
Dembele really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Rudiger. Fernandes. Rudiger. Rudiger switches it towards the other side. Here it comes. Rodrigo. Into the box. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Hoists it forward. Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Dembele. Gonzalo Ramos. He's had a shot! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Camavinga. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe. In he goes again! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that. Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Valverde. Valverde plays it forward. Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Ramos, the scorer already in the game. Breaks on here. Goalkeeper's ball. Rodrigo gets it out to the wing. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Rudiger. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's not going to make it. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold was the brains behind the equaliser in their previous game. The referee's awarded a free kick. Valverde. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking. And there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Vinicius Junior. It's a loose ball. Ceballos. Oh, good interception. Fernandes. Vinicius Junior. How about a shot? Mbappe has a shot! So not long left in this now. Paris Saint-Germain are on the verge of another win. It's Dembele! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Great leap! And that would have been game, set and match. The final 5 minutes. Fernandez. Ceballos. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe! Lovely bit of skill there. Gets away from his opponents. Rodri shoots! Disappointing finish in the end. Beraldo. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's played forward. And there goes the final whistle. Paris Saint-Germain come away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you.